Today's movie is Ginger Snaps, which is a great werewolf movie, a great Canadian werewolf movie. We stand on guard for thee. What a great sense of pride I feel knowing that this movie is Canadian. But aside from that, it is one of the better werewolf movies that you'll see. Mostly because, what it does, it's definitely, follows the same kind of rules as you'll see in a lot of werewolf movies. And the same kind of carnage that you'll see in werewolf movies. There's definitely the obligatory scenes, but what this movie does really, really interesting. It does tell kind of like the allegorical story about puberty, and crosses it with the transformation of the werewolf stuff. So it's really, really cool. And Emily Perkins, who is also in Freddy vs. Jason and really good in that, she does a great job in this movie. Really, she's really, really, putting herself out there, giving a really, really, almost kind of like a kabuki performance. Really, really good stuff. And the thing is, since naturally it's a little bit lower budget movie, which kind of works to its advantage because compare this movie. It was made in 2000. Compare it to something huge budget like American Werewolf in Paris, where the werewolves are these fucking horrible CGI globs that look not even passable for really physically on the screen. Here, at least, one, they kind of show her kind of transformation as she slowly but surely turns into a werewolf. So a lot of it is in general makeup effects, but when it does finally come time that she's full on fucking werewolf, it's animatronics and it's puppetry, and it's done really well because it's not the best you'll ever see. I'll be totally honest, but at least you believe it's on the screen there. I'll take this movie and these effects in this low-budget Canadian movie over any crap you'll see in American Werewolf in Paris, or Twilight either. Like, I don't want werewolves that look like cutscenes from video games. It's very, very important to me, which is why I think it's so hard to find a good werewolf movie, because it's so easy to make CGI werewolves and not really kind of earn the transformation. I don't think a werewolf transformation should be in a split of a second. I think it should be gradual, like it shows in this movie, and kind of telling this tale of the two sisters and their rivalry and their bond together, and how puberty and werewolfism, lycanthropism, I don't know, tears them apart and turns them against each other. It's just so well done. Really, really an essential werewolf movie, I think. And just in general, an essential horror movie, especially of the last couple of years. Geez, 13 years old. It's getting up there. Almost classic status, but I think it's very well done. A good modern twist on the werewolf genre. Something very, very much worth seeing, I think. So I do think it's one of the better horror movies of the last couple of years or so. Just because it does have an authenticity to it. Like, you believe that the characters, really are going through these things, and you believe that, when there's a werewolf on screen, it really is on screen, and it has some interesting things to say about youth and youth culture, and kind of the struggles of youth, sort of, which is kind of what, draws you to horror movies in the first place, I think. That's what kind of draws me to something, aside from, let's say, a Friday the 13th movie. What would draw me towards a Nightmare on Elm Street movie, because, it has the kids in kind of trouble. It has the kids, with their normal struggles, like parents don't understand, blah, 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 all that stuff. But then it throws in this very, very real problem, and it kind of combines with their trivial problems, and it makes for a very interesting movie, and I think that's what this movie does very, very well. I think it's an impressive achievement, so definitely a movie I'd recommend watching around Halloween time, and I think it's something everybody should have in their collection. And I'm not just obligated to say that because I'm Canadian. So, thank you for watching today's review, and keep looking out for more.